this episode, I'm giving you a deep dive into how to wheelie, stoppie and drift, the holy grail of motorcycle tricks. Mastering these skills gives you a total control over any bike, whether it's a scooter or a heavy adventure bike or a liter sport bike. You can pull this off on almost anything. Rule number 1, keep it off the streets. Practice in a safe, controlled environment like this closed area or more convenient, an empty parking lot. Second, gear up. Wear a helmet, a motorcycle jacket and pants, knee protectors and motorcycle boots, and of course also gloves. In that case also don't wear bulky boots and gloves to have a thin feel for the brake and clutch control. And finally, prep your bike. Bleed the brakes so there is no air inside. Make sure that your tires have enough tread, and it can happen you're gonna crash in the process, so protect your bike with crash cages, sub cages, anything you can get for your bike. Let's start with the king of the tricks, the wheelie. The most common rookie mistake is the power wheelie. Usually people tell me, I can wheelie, but I ask them at what speed, and they say I'm just letting the throttle do its magic or the power of the bike. Problem is, when you reach the balance point, what to do then? Usually the riders panic, drop the feet, and with that they lose the rear brake and usually they loop or flip the bike. A real wheelie is a clutch up wheelie. Means you clutch up the bike and you hold the throttle steady, a good body position, and you make a nice long and safe wheelie. And here's how you do it. Before we start wheelies, we need to switch off the ABS. Why? Because when you reach the balance point and you panic brake, you don't want to have any interference in braking. You just want to lock the brake. And on the new bikes, you can just simply switch off the rear ABS with the help of the TFT display, or on the older ones, you just pull off the ABS fuse or the rear brake ABS sensor. One last mod, we need to drop the pressure of the rear tire around 22 psi. And why? Because with the softer tire we have more control over the balance. The bike is now set and now the rider needs to warm up. You usually use 90% of the front brake in your daily riding. Now we need to flip that. We need to use 90% of the rear brake. Get up to 30 miles per hour, lock the rear brake, pull the clutch and make a nice long skid. Do this until your foot brake feels as a second nature. Yes, with that warm-up you're gonna get a flat spot on the rear tire, but you're here to learn a very cool trick, right? So let's continue with the video. And a second very good warm-up is a figure eights. And here we're gonna use our steady throttle, not blipping it, just hold it and smoothly adjust the speed. Even more important, learning how to tap the rear brake. With the tapping the rear brake, you're modulating your speed. And here we're not gonna use the clutch at all. And this looks like that. So I'm releasing the clutch, not using it at all, holding my throttle here and just with a foot brake, and around. So I'm holding my throttle steady, not blipping it. The bike is pushing forward and I'm slowing it down with my rear brake. And this exercise comes in handy now at the first wheelie exercise. So let's start with that. Let's learn how to properly pop a wheelie. We will not focus on a long distance, we're gonna focus to master the muscle memory of 3 things: clutch, throttle and lean back. With that we're gonna lift the front wheel. And the 4th thing, always cover your foot brake. If you lift up the bike too high, you can hit the rear brake and you're gonna save from a crash. Let me show you how this works. You need to roll slowly. Don't start from zero. Roll in the first gear. On the bigger bikes, such as this one, you can practice in the first gear. If you are learning it on a motocross bike or a super moto bike, you can practice in the 2nd gear, because those bikes are lighter and have a lot of torque. I'm gonna press the clutch now, release it quickly, add the throttle and lean back. Up and down. And once again, up and down. Up and down. We need to do those pop-ups as long as we need until you have this muscle memory. It can actually take up to a day. When I have my wheelie academy, some students need 4 hours of practice and the next day they finally have this muscle memory of the clutch ups. Pressing the clutch in and quickly release. You're gonna see. Release and down. Release and down. After you master the combo of the clutch, throttle and body position and the clutch up, you're ready for a long wheelie, the pro wheelie. Here you aim for the balance point. It's the point where the bike feels weightless. If you fall too much back, just tap the rear brake as we learned before, and if the bike goes slowly down, just give it a slight of a throttle. Don't pump the throttle. And if you wanna return safely to avoid the tank slapper or to hit the front forks too much, just give it a little of a throttle blip just before you land. And don't do this mistake. Don't pump your throttle like a motocross rider or a supermoto rider. Keep your throttle steady, lean back, and your wheelie will get automatically longer. So I'm gonna 3, 2, 1, and latch up and hold it and down. And with that, when you lose the balance point, you're gonna go down. So means you didn't properly position your body. Once you position your body, the bike will of course go longer, and then you're gonna slowly learn how to control steady and slowly the throttle and not blip it like this like a motocross guy. Up. Next trick, the stoppie. First, check your front brake. Shouldn't be a spongy feeling, means you have air in the brake. Second, tire pressure, 29 psi, or in Europe, 2 bars. No gravel or dirt on the surface. If there is some, then clean it. You don't want to slip your front tire when you hit the front brake. Check your bike setup. You should switch off the ABS and traction control. And on the modern bikes, sometimes the system still doesn't want to completely switch everything off. And then you need to pull off the fuse or the rear ABS sensor. So in that way, it shows an error and everything is off. Before we start doing any stoppies, we need to warm up the front tire, front disc and front pads. How? Just do some regular hard stops with the front brake. The brake grip. Avoid the full fist or 4 fingers on the lever. Instead, use 2 fingers on the lever and 2 fingers you're grabbing the handlebar. With that, you have way more control over your brake. At around 20 miles per hour, squeeze the bike between your legs and apply a firm progressive pressure on your front brake and feel how the rear end gets lighter. Once you get comfortable with the lift, try it at double the speed. Pull the clutch, apply the front brake and modulate it, feel the lift, roll. If suddenly the bike goes too far up and you don't feel safe, immediately release the front brake. This way the bike will return back down. A quick tip, when you roll a long stoppie, never look down into your front tire, look where you want to go. This way your stoppie will be way more stable and way more safe. I can teach you cool tricks today, I need to thank Cardo, our partner. I'm using here a Pactuck Edge system that I communicate with my filmer behind the camera. Hey Renato, he's using the headset, and also with that system you can teach your kid how to ride motocross, and as many riders around the globe you can use it as a communication system between your friends on a group ride. You can entertain yourself, you can keep each other safe if there is an obstacle behind the corner. Saved my ass many times. Or you just listen to the radio. It has also cool features such as magnetic mount, has no antenna sticking out, a sleek design, aerodynamic, and a fast charging port USB-C. 20 minutes of charging gives you 2 hours of talking time. It comes also with high quality JBL 40mm speakers. It has a natural voice controls, Hey Cardo, radio on, and it plays radio. I never thought I will need this kind of a gadget on my helmet a few years ago, but once I give it a try, I could never imagine to ride without it. It just gives you a different experience of riding, and I just like to listen to radio while I'm riding. Thanks to Cardo for supporting that episode, and now back to the tutorial. And now the holy grail of tire shredding, the drift. Before we start with the drift action, we need to prep the bike. We need to turn off the ABS and traction control. If the bike doesn't let you, like mine, you just pull the ABS plug or remove the rear brake ABS sensor. Bump up the rear tire pressure. The harder the tire, the easier it is to break the grip. A quick pro tip, harden up your rear suspension if possible. With that, you're gonna have a better feedback for the grip and you will not have this wobbly, weird feeling with a too soft of a suspension while you are drifting. Learning drifts comes with crashing. A small spill here and there, and if it happens, before that, you should protect your bike. Put a crash cage and a sub cage on, and with that, all is protected. You just pick it up and continue with practicing. To learn how to drift, the safest and the easiest way is to start with a rolling burnout. First, you do a little burnout to overheat the tire. Then you start moving into a rolling burnout and into the circles while holding the throttle and the front brake and doing rolling burnouts. Then you're gonna feel that the tire is losing grip and you're ready for the drift. But there is a big moment. If you hold the front brake, you're not doing the drift yet. You need to release the front brake and keep the throttle. A lot of people are afraid of that moment, but once you do that, you are drifting. And this is how it looks from my helmet. Left foot down for more control, and you keep the left foot down so you can stabilize the bike while doing a rolling burnout. Right foot on the rear brake. If something goes wrong, we are moving at a slow speed so you can actually close the throttle and press the brake. Let's do a burnout. Hold the front brake, your body weight on the front, and do a burnout. And now let's go into a rolling burnout. Slide the front brake, left foot down, and keep the front brake. And when you feel the rear tire is losing grip, you release the front brake and keep the throttle, and then you are drifting. This was my best take on explaining the holy grail of motorcycle tricks. If I missed something out, let me know in the comment section below and I will try to help you out. I hope you could learn something. See you in the next episode. Until then, rock on.